Hello there everybody, Subbanito Nightmare, and welcome back to Umineko. Well, been a while. Anyway, let's jump right back in. I really got no friggin' intro. I'll just jump right back in. Been kind of curious about this lately. That's right. Just once in the past, I underwent training which should have allowed me to step into the world of witches. I accepted that the only power which could save me from my sad, painful days at St. Lucia Academy was a thing called magic, and I received Maria's introduction to the basics.
広大な空間を峠のドライブインから麓を見下ろした時の風景。
There we go, fixed it. Oh, hello. I projected that scene from a memory into my mental world. Normal girls get over admiring witch girls when they leave elementary school. So seriously trained to use magic at this age was embarrassing even for me. But even that embarrassing emotion that felt pleasant to me now. Right now, I was learning mental concentration from Maria One-chan in order to use magic. But it wasn't going very well. It was about as hopeless as teaching a person to wiggle their ears by showing them. I can wiggle my ears. It seems that you need to imagine a vast space to gain the mental concentration for using magic. So I remember the time from my younger days when my family had gone on a small vacation, when I had looked down towards the basement viewing platform at a rest stop on a peak, and I tried painting the scene in my mental world. Hey, Maria.
もっともっと広い空間をイメージして。
Okay.
そして園児だけの心象世界を作り上げるの。まだまだイメージが霞んでる。空気に温度もないし、風もない。匂いもない。まだまだ世界が希薄。それらは後でもいいから、今はとにかくもっと広い世界をイメージして。
Hi. Hey, Sakutaro.
どうして広い空間のイメージが必要なの？人間の体内には生まれながらにして魔法を妨げる毒素があるんだよ。その毒素を浄化しないと魔法はうまく使えないの。そのために有効な方法の一つが広大な空間をイメージすることなんだよ。さっきは飛行機の窓から見た世界を思い描いたけど、それもダメだったわ。もっと広大な世界なんて見当もつかない。ならマリアの持つ広大な世界をエンジェにも教えてあげればいいよ。そしたらエンジェにもイメージがしやすくなるんじゃない？ウリュウ！そうね。私もお姉ちゃんはどんな世界をイメージして魔法を使ってるのか興味があるわ。私もそれを参考にする。ダメだよ。心象世界は広大で、そして孤独じゃないといけないの。自分以外に一切遮るものがない世界。だからその世界を人に教えたら、その世界は孤独ではなくなってしまう。だから心象世界は誰にも明かしちゃダメなの。だから園児も上手に心象世界を描けたら、それは自分だけの秘密の世界にするんだよ。ウリュウ、マリアケチンボ。ありがとう、サク太郎。修行に近道なしってわけだわ。努力してみる。大丈夫。ヒントは十分もらえてるわ。ウリュウ、エンジ、頑張れ！
Also, I should have thought about this, but you guys made mention to emphasize the E at the end of names, right? I remember that being stressed out quite a bit. Does that mean... Okay, I should have... I don't know if I brought this up before. My memory kind of sucks, honestly. But I've probably been mispronouncing George's name. It's probably as they've been pronouncing it Georgie, right? I don't know, I just didn't want to bring that up. I'd come to think that I couldn't be saved by something like magic. After all, Magic doesn't exist in this world. That kind of thing is supposedly nothing more than an illusion, a delusion, a daydream. However, Maria One-chan had shown that she could fulfill her own world with happiness using a power that was impossible for me. I had come to look down on that happiness as an empty happiness. I had denied everything, thinking that because I didn't accept magic, I couldn't accept the happiness that came from it either. But slowly, bit by bit, Maria One-chan's world grew happier. In the past, I had disparaged it, thinking it too pitiful to look at. But that might have been nothing more than jealousy. I had to admit that. And this had been my first step in my search for happiness. A vast space, a dry wind that could blow without being blocked by anything. Let me feel that wind blowing through my own hair. I see. Even the ground might block me as I am now. Then I don't need a ground. Brush the ground away, downwards, downwards. Whoa. Yellow. In other words, it was as though I had floated up, leaving the ground far behind. After pushing the ground further and further downwards, the ground grew foggy and faint, and for the first time, it began to feel like the sky. Then, I understood its vastness. In that instant, I felt the vivid wind go through even my body. In other words, blowing through me without any resistance.
そう。その感覚を維持して。ええ、わかる。すべての妨げから解放されてるのがわかる。やったエンジェ！やったエンジェ！魔女の世界への最初の第一歩を踏み出した。これが魔女の世界。うん。じゃあエンジェがずっと望んできた魔法を練習してみよう。お友達を呼び出す魔法。エンジェを寂しさから救い出してくれる味方を作り、それによって幸せになる魔法を。エンジェにも僕みたいなお友達が呼び出せるの？うりゅうりゅう。
Wouldn't that be interesting?
今のエンジェにはゼロの海からサクタロほどの友達を呼び出すにはまだまだ早いね。最初は呼び出しやすい友達から練習しよう。
Like the Seven Sisters of Purgatory?
最初は何を？エンジェはマリアージュ・ソルシエールの魔女だから。
Mariage Sorcière, okay.
同盟の魔女が刺激する存在はエンジェもまた刺激することが許されてる。例えばサクタロは私の友達だけど、同じ同盟のエンジェにとっても友達で、そして召喚することができる。今度試しにサクタロを呼び出してみて。
Huh. Okay.
寂しくて寂しくて辛い時、サクタロがきっと元気づけてくれるよ。
I see. You could call Sakutaro a being employed by One-chan. So as a witch in the same alliance as One-chan, it's also possible for me to summon Sakutaro. I met Sakutaro's gaze. How pleasant it would be to have him just be there by my pillow. So he could talk to me a bit on lonely nights.
私が呼びかけたら、あなたが現れて話し相手になってくれる？うりゅう！エンジェが呼び出してくれるのを楽しみにしてる。うりゅうりゅうりゅう。
Looking happy and making his eyes round, Sakutaro pressed his head against me like a cat. Suddenly getting a cute younger brother felt a bit confusing, a bit embarrassing, and a bit pleasant. Unable to understand why I couldn't honestly accept this feeling, I felt tears well up in my eyes.
お姉ちゃん、私頑張るわ。じゃあ練習をしてみよう。同じ同盟の魔女ベアトリーチェの家具を呼び出してみよう。
Who are you gonna try to summon?
ベアトリーチェの家具。
Hearing Beatrice's name gave me a slightly strange feeling. When it came to the crime on Rokanjima, the public had kept going on in a frenzy about how it was a sacrifice ceremony of the witch. And that witch was Beatrice. So if the culprit of that crime was a witch, it would mean that she was the culprit who stole my family. However, Maria One-chan said that Beatrice was a good witch. She would get mad if I held negative emotions toward Beatrice, get into a nasty fight, and refuse to talk for a while. At this moment, One-chan was my only close friend. So to avoid worsening the mood of my close friend, I decided to think of Beatrice as nothing more than One-chan's magic teacher. Also, I believe that the crime was a conspiracy cooked up by Aunt Ava. I would definitely expose the truth about that someday.
エンジェ、また体内に妨げが混じってるの？ごめんなさい。集中を欠いたわ。もう一度。
I'd expect no less from you, One-chan. You instantly noticed that I was being overcome with idle thoughts. After shaking my head just once, I reimagined the wind blowing through a vast space.
煉獄の七姉妹。なんだか物騒な名前ね。でも、とっても賑やかで楽しい子たちだよ。エンジェの新しいお友達になってくれるかもしれない。
Oh, this is a flashback, isn't it? A dream of a flashback,
まずは私
sorry.
が呼び出してみせるね。見てて。
Maria One-chan lifted both hands up to the level of her head and quietly unified her mind. The state that I had not been able to reach after meditating for a long period of time, she reached in the span of a few quick breaths. Then a pale light began to gather in her palm, and one by one the girls began to show themselves. Hello, ladies! 1, 2, 3 people. 4, 5, 6, 7 people. The way they were summoned one after another in a line was a masterpiece. Incredible. Just like the illustrations in One-chan's grimoire, the seven sisters of Purgatory, the younger sisters were behind the eldest, Lucifer, who saluted One-chan.
煉獄の七姉妹、ここに。
Howdy!
マリア卿、ご無沙汰を申し上げております。
久しぶりだね。みんなも元気？
我ら家具は、刺激されてこそ家具。久しぶりのお呼び出しを、心より光栄に思います。
サク太郎！
Oh god.
お久しぶり！
Oh no.
おいしいじゃなかった。かわいい。私が一番。
Oh no. Oh no.
今日もふかふかプニプニしててかわいい。
Oh god, I feel bad for him right now.
私にも抱かせて、私にも抱かせて。うりゅう苦しい。僕は逃げないから離してみんな。
Wouldn't blame you.
あんたたち
Jesus!
マリア卿の家具を壊す気
I mean, Satan.
とにかく離れなさいよ。抱きしめるの禁止。そう言ってるサタン姉が一番抱きしめたがってるよ。私は別にあんなふかふかのプニプニのワフワフなんて興味ないんだから。
Practically admitted it right there.
こら！マリア卿とエンジェ様の御前よ。静かになさい、この愚昧ども。
They were so energetic. I was shocked by their sudden burst of activity right after they appeared. And on top of that, I was surprised that the innocent Sakutaro was on such good terms with the seven sisters.
意外。サク太郎があんな物騒な連中にこんなに可愛がられてるなんて。同じ同盟の仲間たちだもん。怖くなんかないよ。でも、万が一彼女らの機嫌を損ねちゃったら、サク太郎、あっという間にやられちゃいそう。大丈夫。同盟の魔女とその家具はみんな仲良しなの。だからサク太郎も安心して遊べるの。
I think it's not so much about him not being able to. I think. Never mind. I just don't.
それはもちろん、私やエンジェも同じだよ。
I don't know. I just have this terrible image of him being like squished in between all seven sisters. And he's just like trying to escape. One of the pacts of Mariage Sociale: mutual non-aggression and non-interference. Oh, member witches must respect each other's magic and creations. Even the sisters, who were normally shady and belligerent, interacted with fellow Alliance members as friends. So did the seven sisters. Sakatara was a mutual friend. He was loved by all the seven sisters, and they were even trying to steal him away from each other. This scene as they squeezed him and loved him was a bit charming.
なるほど。マリアージュ・ソルシエルの仲間同士なのね。
At a glance, you'd think that Sakatara's casual atmosphere and the Seven Sisters' shady one would be like water and oil. It looked like they definitely wouldn't be compatible. And yet they were interacting in a friendly way like it was completely natural. If this wonderful alliance could join all the peoples of the world, I wonder if everyone in the world would be able to become friends right away.
七姉妹のみんな、聞いて！今エンジェは魔法の修行中なの。だから、みんなの力を貸してほしいの。
かしこまりました、マリア卿。
君たちを権限させる魔力を私からエンジェに移す。その状態でいつも彼女の身近にいてあげてほしいの。彼女の話し相手になったりしてあげるだけでいい。
恐れながら、エンジェ様の魔力では私たち七姉妹すべてを四六時中呼び出し続けるのは容易なことではないかと。
The oldest sister, Lucifer, gazed at my complexion as she advised this, speaking reservedly. In other words, she was saying that the burden might be heavy for me at that point in time.
そういう修行なの。エンジェはみんなが想像しているより才能と魔力があるよ。ちょっぴり辛いかなとは思うけど、今のエンジェなら挑戦する価値はあると思う。エンジェ、今から彼女たちを権限させる魔力を君に切り替える。つまり、エンジェが呼び出したのと同じ状態になるの。
I'll probably knock her out. So what Maria One-chan was trying to say was something like this. To keep the Seven Sisters materialized, you are continuously burdened with a significant amount of magical power. Maybe you could say it was like training while wearing a weighted wristband.
ウリュウ、七姉妹全員はかなり大変。エンジェ、いきなりは厳しくない？ありがとう、サク太郎。でも、魔女になるための修行だしね。やれるところまでやってみるわ。
The seven of them certainly do seem boisterous. But even if this is for training, having them with me would surely distract me from my loneliness. At least a little. I understand it would be an ordeal, and wanted to give it a shot.
もしも辛かったら無理をしないでね。みんなもエンジェが辛そうだったら加減してあげて。
かしこまりました。わかったね、あんたたち。
はい、お姉さん。
それではエンジェ様、これより我ら煉獄の七姉妹はエンジェ様の家具となります。マリア卿、お願いいたします。
うん。じゃあエンジェ、始めてもいい？いいわ。ちょっと緊張する。ウリュウ、いきなりは辛いかも。頭痛になりそうだったらすぐに魔力を減らしてね。じゃあ魔力ソースをエンジェに移すよ。
In an instant, the inside of my head felt very heavy. This is... I see. It's tough. Until then, the inside of my head had only been used for myself. It was almost like it was now being used for 7 other people. If they just stood there and blinked once or let out a single sigh, that would put a strong pressure on my head.
マリア卿、恐れながら、やはり一度に七姉妹全員の負荷は重すぎるかと。
大丈夫。やっぱりダメかな。権限に全勢力を使っちゃってる。日常生活と両立できないほどの負荷じゃ意味がない。何しろ魔女としてこれじゃちょっと優雅じゃないね。ウリュウ、だからいきなりこんなに大勢は無理だって言った。
Everybody listen to this guy.
みんな少し姿を消してあげて。
そうね、人数を減らした方が良さそう。アスモ、 姿を消しなさい。
また私？末っ子いじめ反対。たまには上から消えてよ。
それじゃあ私が2番目に消えなきゃならないじゃない。
Actually, wouldn't it make more sense to have the strongest of the sisters disappear first and then see how much of a burden that would remove?
やだやだやだ。
アスマもレビアネーも騒がないの。そういう騒ぎが余計エンジェ様の負担になるのよ。あんたが騒ぐのも負担になるのよ、バカサタン。
Okay. The seven sisters started arguing over who should erase themselves first. The energy from that fight all became a burden, forcing Angie with an even greater headache. In the end, they decided the order with rock, paper, scissors, and at 1, 2, 3 of them disappeared. But even at that level, Angie was still far from comfortable. In the end, once 6 of them had erased themselves, I was finally able to calm my breathing. With my magical power, forget the 7 sisters, just one person is my limit. So which sister was it? Mamon? Oh.
ああ、これじゃあ7姉妹じゃなくて私一人じゃないですか。
Howdy.
エンジェ様、ちょっと頼りないです。
Mamon, who had won all of the rock, paper, scissors games and was permitted to remain until the end, complained.
無理よ。マモン、そんなこと言っちゃダメ。エンジェはまだまだ修行中。大丈夫、エンジェ。頭痛、大丈夫？
Sakotaro stretched up on his tiptoes, trying to pat Angie's head. Watching this, Maria scratched her head, acknowledging that the sudden training had been too difficult.
ちょっと荒行すぎたかな。マリア、これくらいなら全然平気だけど、友達いっぱいいればいるほど楽しいし。
お姉ちゃんの凄さを改めて思い知るわ。
If I reached Maria One-chan's class, I would be able to summon enough people to perform in an orchestra. For a witch apprentice, that's awe-inspiring.
大丈夫ですか？エンジェ様。
ごめんなさいね。私にはあなた一人を呼び出すのがやっとみたい。
まあ、私はこれでもいいかな。だって、7姉妹で私だけが、エンジェ様の家具を独り占めだし。いかがですか、エンジェ様？私一人なら、不可にはなりませんか？
ええ、あなた一人ならなんとかね。
よかったー。なら、いっぱい修行して、いっぱい魔力を養ってください。そして、いつかきっと7姉妹で、揃ってお仕えさせてください。約束ですよ。
After checking that, for the time being, there was nothing wrong with her own materialization. Mammon immediately returned to a good mood and tried to make me promise to work harder. I see. So this is greed. But maybe you could also call it forward-looking.
約束するわ。そのくらいはいつかできなくちゃね。
ありがとう、エンジェ様。この強欲のマモン。その日まで必ず、エンジェ様にお仕えします。
My headache finally abated, and I relaxed both hands, which had been clutching at my head. Then Mammon stuck out her hand, helping me stand back up.
おりゅう。あ、マリア、エンジェ、もうこんな時間だよ。
If we don't return to the room, you'll be scolded. What room? I hadn't expected Sakotaro to talk about the time. I was brought back into reality. As though the light had disappeared, the vast world sunk into the darkness, and I was in a tiny, tiny bathroom stall sitting on a toilet. One-chan's grimoire was open in my lap. I looked at the clock. It was almost 8 o'clock, time for lights out. If I show up late for the roll call before lights out, not only do things get pretty annoying, but it causes trouble for my roommates and floor mates. I couldn't care less about causing them trouble, but I'd rather not have them get annoying. My free time by myself is already over for today. I'll sleep, wake up, tomorrow will begin, and another long gray-colored day will repeat again. I closed the grimoire and rose from the toilet seat. At that time, One-chan appeared again and spoke.
ほら、エンジェ、修行を忘れてるよ。マモンを連れて行って。
I'd forgotten. The moment I returned to reality, Mamon's materialization had stopped. One more time, I created a strong image of the existence of Mamon in my mind.
もう、エンジ様ったらひどいです。いきなり私を消すなんて。
Sorry.
そんなんじゃ、7姉妹を全員呼ぶなんて、なかなかできませんよ。
ごめんなさい。うっかりしてたわ。
人間界に権限するのはすごい久しぶりなので、何から何まで興味深いです。ちょっぴりワクワクしてます。ここはどこですか？
聖ルチア学園の寮。ここはその共用トイレの個室。各部屋にトイレはあるから、ここには誰も来ない。静かで本を読むにはちょうどいいの。
ここの寮は本を読むにも、トイレの個室に隠れなきゃならないの？
Well, a lot of the students here are kind of assholes, so... Got you a hit list.
文書でもやってるんですか？
I have a two-person room, so my roommate is always there. Our relationship is gloomy and it feels like I'm always ignored. The atmosphere is bad, so I really can't relax there. And as long as I'm not there, she can go all out, call her friends, and have a chatting party. It's more convenient for them too if I don't return until just before lights out. There's also a library, but there's a group that used it as a meeting place who are always talking behind my back. So I don't like to go to the library. During lunch, it's the bushes behind the school building. During the night, it's the stall in the shared bathroom in the dorms. Those are the only hideaways where I can be given peace. I opened the door to the stall and went out. I turned around, signaling with my eyes for Mamon to come with me.
よくわからないけれど、エンジ様にとってとても快適とは言い難い場所だってことが分かったわ。早く表に出ましょう。ここの空気、嫌い。
そう？ここの空気が一番まともなんだけどね。
When I left the bathroom and entered the corridor, because it was near lights out time, there were several kids who had gone to play in other rooms dashing back to their own. When it came time for lights out, we had to change into uniform pajamas that we hated and called prison clothes. Line up in the hallway and go through the dorm leader's roll call. Sounds like a freaking prison! No wonder she says they're prison clothes. On the off chance that someone was late, we would take collective responsibility and all of the floormates would have to undergo a punishment called volunteer work. What?! As long as I avoided this, the girls would look at me coldly, but they wouldn't get in my way. That alone was enough for me. When Mamon looked at the passing kids and the furnishings of the dorm with interest, without paying her any particular attention, I hurried back to my room. In front of my room was my roommate, who had already changed into her prison clothes, chatting with some kids from the room next door. When they noticed me hurrying back, their topic of their conversation noticeably changed. They lowered their voices, stealing glances at me. Acted like I didn't notice, went into my room and changed. Then I hastily went out into the corridor. Everyone was already lined up.
何これ、おかしい。ここってお嬢様学校じゃないの？刑務所みたい。
At least you and I agree on something.
バカみたい。
Again, we agree on this.
やっぱりそうよね。私もそう思ってるわ。刑務所よりさらに厳しい点は、素行が良くても刑期が短くならない点かしら。
After abusing the place, I noticed. Having someone to listen to your complaints feels surprisingly good. Fortunately, Mamon's form can only be seen by the summoner, me. And of course, there was no need to speak out loud for this conversation. All I had to do was speak inside my mind so no one could listen in. Magic, and the friends it creates, might actually not be so bad.
こいつら、揃いも揃ってもやしみたい。生きてないって感じ。
やめなさいよ。毎日姿を見られたら大変よ。
夢も希望もかけらほどもない人間なんて、 半魔法の塊だもの。私の姿なんて絶対に見えるわけがない。見ることもできない下等生物どもが。
あなたは、その半魔法の毒素を持つ人間たちが、これほどいる中でも平気なの？
I imagine it would be stifling.
エンジ様が私を権限させてくださる限りは平気です。
Oh.
ただ、私を権限するために常に集中しなければならないでしょうから、日常生活がおろそかになる可能性がありますよ。ほら、同室の子に呼ばれてません？
後宮さん、聞こえてる？来週からの終盤なんだけどさ、ちょっと相談があって。
Let me guess, you're gonna ask her to take care of it? She's probably talking about pushing a few more chores onto me. Called it! My roommate, who normally never even looked me in the eye, was smiling at me unpleasantly. But it'll be easier to have the weekly duty pushed onto me alone rather than doing it together with her. That's a small price to pay to have her continue to ignore me nonstop. Even so, with a completely shameless excuse, she sidestepped the issue for some reason and insisted on flipping the situation around, as though I should have come forward and done it on my own initiative. One of the special traits of this academy is that it's full of rich girls who don't know how to ask a favor.
何この子、ムカつく。
Wanna kill her?
眉間に思いっきり私の杭をねじ込んでやりたい。
Oh, I have no problem with that. Go ahead.
そうね。ぜひ今度お願いするわ。
Oh? Yeah. Having a friend nearby all the time to complain to makes me happier than I thought it would. It really was lively with all the seven sisters gathered together. I'm sure that just watching them mess around would be a lot of fun. I want to gain the magical power to summon all the seven sisters at once, and soon. So I'll train much, much more, then take the thing that I really want to call to me, and summon it.
エンジ様が本当に召喚したいものって何ですか？
Mama noticed my conversation with myself inside my head and asked about it blankly. I hesitated to talk about it, but then thought that there was nothing to hide, and told her.
家族よ。お父さん、お母さん、お兄ちゃん。
それってつまり死者の魂？異界の住人を呼び出すのは召喚だけど、死者の魂を呼び戻すのは反言で、それは全くの別物。反言はかなりの大魔法のはずですよ。
I know. So much so that even Maria One-chan can't do it at all. But that's the thing I want to call with magic the most. I've been warned that it's a very difficult high-level magic. So great that, in the worst case, I might not necessarily reach that point even after training for my whole life. Furthermore, I have no vessel. A vessel is something vital for making magic succeed, whether it be summoning or resurrection. Because I don't have that, what would have been just difficult magic became hopeless. That's right. I have nothing to remember Dad or Mom by. However, by an extraordinary coincidence, I do have something to remember just Oni-chan by. And that's this.
そのピンクの玉の頭飾り？何それ？言っちゃ悪いけど、エンジェ様にはちょっと安物っぽい。
昔、お父さんに内緒で、お母さんと一緒にお兄ちゃんに会って、遊園地に遊びに行ったことがあるの。そこのクレーンゲームの景品。
I know it's something cheap. I realize that it doesn't match my style, and I get that it's too childish. But this hair accessory is the only thing that makes me feel as though Battler Oni-chan is by my side. Aww. Oh. Ah. This tune. The glass case had been filled with plastic capsules packed with fun-looking things. It seemed that each capsule had some cute accessory in it. The game was to grab those with the crane, but I was young and it was too hard for me. I tried it several times, but I didn't even get it close. Mom said that whatever was inside was probably cheap anyway, and we didn't even know what it was. So there was no point in getting all upset over it. But whether it was something cheap or not wasn't the problem. The process of grabbing happiness with my own hands felt very important and sacred to me. So I wanted the cheap thing inside more than anything. Oh! Ah! Then, Battler Oni-chan came over after finishing a game of shooting soldiers with a gun and tried to do it for me. With his arms that were longer than mine, Oni-chan grasped the happiness that I couldn't reach. Oni-chan really was coordinated. It seems that he often played with his friends at the arcades. After only 1 or 2 attempts, he grasped that thing on the other side of the glass with the crane that I hadn't even been able to touch, and threw it into the exit chute. When Oni-chan tossed me that capsule, I remember that he looked very, very reliable. For several days, I had felt like opening the capsule would be a waste. Then one day, I finally opened it up. What then revealed itself inside was this pink jeweled hair accessory. Since that day, it has been a symbol of Oni-chan. Since I was young, I've thought that having a 4-person family gathered, including Battler Oni-chan, is a precondition for a happy family. So I wanted Oni-chan and Dad to make up quickly. In my own way, I had made this hair accessory a charm to bring my whole family together. So I always used to wear it. I wanted to feel my reliable, fun, and wonderful Oni-chan by my side all the time, and let him live in our house.
でも、お兄ちゃんの記憶はあまりに遠い。マリアお姉ちゃんがライオンのぬいぐるみから作太郎を生み出したようには簡単にできない。私は死者の魂を蘇らせる大魔法をいつか必ず身につける。そしてそれを成功させられる唯一の鍵が、よりしろがこれなの。
なるほど。その頭飾りにものすごい魔力を感じてたけど、そういうわけなのね。
魔力？お兄ちゃんのこれに魔力が宿ってるの？
園児様が宿らせていると言うべきかもね。園児様の兄を呼び出したいという強い思いが魔力を与えている。確かに反言は大魔法だけど、園児様はその魔法のために無意識のうちに着実に階段を登っているのは間違いない。
嬉しいわ。私以外の人にそれを認めてもらえるのは。
Your own effort isn't something that you can observe by yourself. In that sense, even though these words came from a shady demon girl who controls one of the 7 deadly sins, they made me very happy.
反言の魔法に至るのと寿命を全うするのとどっちが早いかだけは私には保証できないけれども、でも挑む山の高さが高ければ高いほど魔女としての力も比例していく。園児様はくじけることがなかったなら、きっといつか私たちの元の主ベアトリーチェ様に匹敵するほどの大魔女になれると思います。
なれるかしら。大魔女になってお兄ちゃんを、家族を蘇らせることができるかしら。
反言の魔女演者教。素敵。
The Witch of Resurrection, huh?
反言の魔女はかなりレアな魔女です。
Oh, when you guys...
そんな魔女がご主人様なんてちょっと鼻が高いです。
You guys had mentioned that, what was it, Mamon's description changed?
っていうかむしろそうなってほしいものです。家具の価値も主の格に比例しますので。
So I want to take a look at that real quick, if that's okay. Let's see. Mamon, where are ya? The first furniture to become Angie's friend. She stayed by Angie's side throughout her training period, greedily encouraging her master to become a full true witch. A very special person even among the 7 sisters. Oh. Wow. That's nice. That's like legitimately nice.
もうベアトリーチェ様さえ抜いちゃって天下無双の大魔女になってくださいね。煉獄の7姉妹を代表して心より応援申し上げます。
I thought that if a magical friend were to appear for me too, I'd have liked a cute kid like Sakutaro. But even this 5th sister of the shady 7 sisters who controlled the 7 deadly sins was enough to calm my heart so much all by herself. Maria Oni-chan has probably known that since long ago. That's why she had recommended the world of witches to me over and over and over again. And I kept on stubbornly rejecting that. I should have given in and started my training as a witch sooner. A year for a child is worth 10 years for an old person, wasn't it? Now I find my past self, which only ever complained, deplorable for wasting my precious time. Long after I turned off the lights and slipped into bed, Mammon continued to talk to me alongside my pillow. I promise. One day for sure, I'll develop a magical power that can summon the 7 sisters. And I'll let them have a lively and fun time. The 7 of them make a single whole. None can be left out. Family must be together. I must bring them together. My awareness began to return slowly. I hadn't been able to stand watching Aunt Rosa and Maria Oni-chan's relationship, and had run away from Beato and Oni-chan's game, hadn't I? I've got to go back. I've got to go back, support Oni-chan and quickly bring him back from this strange world of the witch's game. Because as long as I am here, I am not permitted to call myself Angie. At that time, I felt someone's presence. Hey, Mammon. When I turned around, I could see Mammon there.
グレーテル様、そろそろお戻りになられないと、ゲームの進行に差し支えると、ベアトリーチェ様が仰せです。速やかにお戻りになられますように、お願い申し上げます。
ありがとう。もう戻るわ。
よかったじゃないですか。
何が？
バトラーお兄ちゃんに出会えて。
皮肉？
そう聞こえるなら、そういうことにしてもらってもいいですけど。
ごめんなさい。言葉通りに受け取るべきね。ええ、そうよ。こんなおかしな世界であっても、お兄ちゃんに出会えて、心底に嬉しいわ。
そして、お兄ちゃんのために、ベアトリーチェ様に打ち勝つ？
ええ。いつまでもこんな世界で遊ばれてちゃ困るもん。そろそろお家へ帰る時間なのよ。だから私が呼びに来たわ。
せいぜい頑張ってください。私、今の主は、ベアトリーチ様ですので、応援はできませんが。
知ってるわ。1986年10月5日までは、あなたはベアトリーチェの家具よ。そしてやがては、私の友人になるわ。
そしてやがては、その友人を捨てるわけですが。何しろ。
Mammon, you okay? Mammon moaned as if she had bit her tongue, staggering as she clutched her chest. Apparently the rules apply to people other than me as well.
大丈夫？それ、結構辛いわよ。
失礼しました。グレーテル様。
いいえ、ありがとう。嬉しいわ。お兄ちゃんに出会えて。あなたの最初の問いへの答えよ。じゃあ、戻りましょう。私があまりぐずると、あなたが今の主人に怒られるわ。
はい。ご理解いただけて助かります。それではこっち。
マモン？
I'm sure Mammon was about to say, well then, this way. But, as though the film had been torn off, she had stopped. It looked like she had suddenly frozen. Then I noticed, she wasn't the only thing that had frozen. Even the air and floating bits of dust had frozen in place in empty space. A world where it seemed even time had frozen. Yes. This looks like a portent that Burncastle will appear. But the atmosphere was different somehow. Then I understood. It wasn't Burncastle. It was the other witch.
調子はどうかしら、エンジ？
Shit.
ラムダデルタ。あなたにはルールの適用はないのね。
当たり前でしょ。ルールは他人を縛るためにあるのよ。自分をそれで縛るバカはいないわ。
Burncastle is a witch who supports me, but this girl is different. This witch supports Beatrice. In other words, she is a being on the opposing side. But there's some kind of difference between her and Beatrice. Even compared to Bernkastel, there's something strange about Lambda Delta's existence. How should I put it? Maybe she's a being from a higher dimension. In any event, I was still unsure about how to deal with her. The only thing that was certain was that she was my enemy. No, just knowing that might be enough, but...
それで、私に何かご用？
まあね。あなたたちの会話に耳を傾けてたら、ちょっと面白い話になったんでね。あなたにちょっといい話を聞かせてあげようと思って。
あなたは私の敵のはず。そのあなたが私に得する話を聞かせる理由が思いつかないわ。つまり、耳を傾けた時点で負けということだわ。じゃあね、See you next time。
誤解しないで。私の相手はベルンであってあなたじゃないわ。つまり、私とあなたが共に得をする話はあり得るということよ。
I don't know. Having any discussion with you seems like it would end in a bad result.
悪いけど、私には聞く気がないわ。
Thank you. Although I said that, I probably won't be released from this frozen time until Lambda Delta is happy. This itself might be proof that she's in a higher dimension than me. I haven't been given the option of not listening to her. All I can do is try not to be shaken by anything she says and strengthen my mental guard. She'll probably try to make me believe something disadvantageous to me, and threaten me.
そんなに身構えなくてもいいってば。私はあなたの誤解を解きに来ただけよ。いえ、ちょっと違う。ベルンカステルがあなたについた嘘を教えてあげようと思ってやってきたのよ。
The lie?
ベルンカステルが、嘘？
Why would she lie? What would she...
あなたはベルンに、ベアトを倒せば兄が帰ってくるような、そんな言い方をされたんじゃないの？
What?
さあ、あなたに話す気はないけど。
My brother coming home. I hadn't been promised anything that dreamlike. Getting just one person only, if I was lucky, had been a promise without very high hopes. But that is enough for me. After being promised an eternity of isolation, having a faint but still not zero chance was like a shining beacon.
ある意味ベルンのその約束は嘘ではないわ。ベルンがそう約束したのならきっと、あなたがベアトを倒せば、バトラも両親も解放されて、あなたのところへ帰ってくる。
何の問題もないじゃない。
本気で？あの子は案外残酷よね。
If she's surprisingly cruel, what the hell would that make you?
わかってて騙すなんて。
私がどう騙されてるというの？
Damn. I'm letting her take the initiative. But I won't be released until I lend an ear to her story. So it's something I'll have to hear anyway. Even though I realized that I was falling into a trap, I urged her forwards.
今は何年？
このゲーム版の世界のこと？ならば、1986年10月4日よ。
その通り。ならば、あなたがベアトに打ち勝ったなら、台風が去った10月6日に、島に囚われていた人々は帰還する。1986年の10月6日にね。
What are you getting at?
だから何？
あなたの1986年の10月6日はどうだった？親戚の家にいたんじゃなかったかしら。
I had been at the house of the only Sumidera my mother trusted, Grandpa. We had gotten a call. When I had been playing with building blocks in the tatami room, we had gotten that call. After watching to see what I had remembered, Lambda Delta laughed unpleasantly and spoke.
ねえ。あなたの1986年10月6日に、バトラお兄ちゃん帰ってきた？
Even though I didn't understand what she was saying, I noticed an unpleasant sweat seeping all out over my face. I don't get it. What is this witch saying?
いいの？あなたがベアトを倒せばバトラーは確かに解放されるわ。そしてお家へ帰るでしょうね。1986年のお家ね。だってそうでしょ？バトラーは1986年の10月4日から5日に閉じ込められてるんだよ。解放されたらその翌日に帰るのは当然でしょ？そしてあなたは1998年バトラが帰ってこなかった1998年の後宮エンジ。意味わかる？
何言ってるのあんたは。10月6日に家族が家に帰ってくるなら素敵じゃない。
Wait a minute, if we're thinking time travel theory, then wouldn't this Angie that exists right now cease to exist? Thereby completely erasing what she's
私はすぐにおじいちゃんの家から帰る。そして私たちは出会う。めでたしめでたし。
後宮エンジは家族に再会できるでしょうね。1986年に6歳の後宮エンジね。
私って誰？
後宮エンジよ。18歳。違うよ。後宮エンジじゃない。そういう名前の魔女の駒なのよ。厳密にはエンジェ・ベアトリーチェという名の全くの別人。意味わかる？
I don't really get it anymore. Huh? Who am I? Huh?
だからベルは残酷だなって思うの。意地悪だなって思うのよね。そういう経験なくもないくせにね。
私何か騙されてる？
ああ、でもどうかベルを責めないでね。だって考えようによってはあの子は嘘をついてない。ベアトを倒せば家族が帰ってくる。後宮エンジェのところ。でもその後宮エンジェがあなたのことだとは言ってないだろうけどね。
Oh. Was it like that? Was it like that? What did Burn Costal say to me again? Your assistance is needed. Your family needs it. Burn Costal starts speaking by saying that. Then I had spoken. If I save them, does that mean my family will come back? And how did Burn Costal answer that again? I cannot promise that. That kid did promise me, in exchange for accepting this fight. Yes, this is what she said. In exchange, I will search for the fragment with the ideal world that you wish for, the world where your family comes home. Yeah, that's right. She didn't say any more than that she'd look for it. She didn't say she'd find it, but I was prepared from that from the beginning. But even so, that child promised that as long as I didn't give up, there was a faint chance of it happening. And in the end, she said this: I'm giving you a chance for revenge. In exchange, if it is possible for you to receive it, I promise to search for the happiest resolution for you.
初めから辛い賭けになることは承知よ。だって私の1998年には家族がいない。絶対のゼロが揺らぐわずかな可能性と引き私にはそれだけで価値がある。仮に復讐を成し遂げても徒労になるかもしれないと事前に脅されてるわ。だから
その部分に嘘はないわ。ベアとのゲーム版は完璧よ。あんたが立ち回ったところでベアとが敗北する可能性なんて生涯に一度のみ夢見ることを許されるかどうかくらいほんのわずか。つまり限 勝利できたとしても、家族が帰ってくるのはあんたのところじゃない。この1986年に存在する6歳の正しい後宮エンジェルところへね。あんたのところにじゃない。ベルはそれでも100億のかけらをめぐり、あんたに一番マシな世界を探すでしょうね。手土産に持参するつもりだが見つけられなかった。
言ったわ。
そろそろ気づいてきた？あんた、この戦いにご褒美が用意されてないのよ。いえ、それどころかベアと打ち破ればゲーム版は消え去る。そしてその駒であるあんたも消え去る。あんたに享受できるゴールは完全。いいえ、私の名において宣言するわ。この絶対の魔女ラムダデルタの名において絶対にないと宣言する。
そんな。
それがベルンの嘘よ。煙に巻いたと言うべき。あんたに救いがあるかのように誤解させた。私はそれを解きに来たのよ。
Now I can kind of see why some people were kind of joking about why in that little Disguise video I teamed up Burn Costa on Battler. I can't trust witches, can I?
つまり私はどう戦いどう勝利を収めようとも、私のところに家族は帰ってこないの？
帰ってこない。絶対に。絶対の魔女が絶対にって言ってるの。これってすごいことよ。
God, that face!
私に絶対が与えられたくて歴史的建造物を捧げた古代の王たちが何人もいたのに、私はそれを気前よくあんたにはプレゼントしちゃうの。これってばとっても素敵でキュートでマーベラスなことなのよ。でも一つだけいい提案があるの。
Damn. I'm getting completely overwhelmed. I knew I shouldn't have listened, and now I'm starting to be overwhelmed by the witch Lambda Delta.
私の相手はベルンだってあんたじゃない。私とあなたが共に得をする話はあり得るってさっき言ったはずよ。最初から私はそういう話をすると言っているの。だから耳を貸しなさい。貸すしかないのよ、あんたに。
I do not like you.
聞いてやるわよ。聞けばいいんでしょ。
I finally lost control over my emotions that exploded from the inside. I don't have a clue anymore. I believed that I was Angie, but at some point I stopped being Angie. That's right, I'm Angie, not Angie. Who am I? I'm not my parents' child nor my brother's little sister. I'm just a piece in a witch's game.
だってよく考えて。今あんたはバトラお兄ちゃんに出会えているの。確かに自らの名を名乗ることはできないけれど、それでも少なくとも魔女と戦うゲームの味方同士といういつまでも永遠に一緒にいることができる。意味わかる？
I can't stand it, but I understand. In other words, as long as Oni-chan keeps getting a tie in this game, it will continue forever. Continuing to tie means continuing the game for eternity, and it means that I can remain with Oni-chan as peace. But if Oni-chan wins or else loses and the curtain closes on the game...
ここまであるあんたは消える。ゲームの駒の幸せは何？ゲームで遊んでもらうこと ことだけよ。押し入れにしまわれて埃をかぶることじゃないわ。そうでしょ？
In the past, the Seven Sisters of Purgatory said it as well. Furniture's happiness is being used, not being stored away. That's right. I am now the witch's furniture.
話を少し変えるわね。実は私、このゲーム永遠に引き分け続けてほしいと思っているの。終わらないゲームは永遠の終わり。ベルンを今度こそ屈服させる未来永劫に開かれることのない絶対密室。ベアとはね、一応は勝つ気はある。バトラーを屈服させるという勝利。でもね、実はそれも私には困るのよ。だってゲームが終わっちゃったら密室が崩れてしまうもの。だから私、バトラーが屈服することだけはないようにある程度の手心を加えてるの。安心して。バトラーが屈服しかけると私は彼の味方になったりもしてるのよ。ただね、どうもベアとのやつ、それにうすうす気づき出してる気がする。このゲームに自分の勝ちは永遠にないんじゃないかって気づき始めてる気がする。でもそこはさすが無限の魔女。ベアとバカだからそれでもいつかきっと勝てる。それまで延々と無限にゲームを繰り返せばいいと楽観してるわ。金髪の女は大抵考えが足りないって決まってるものよ。
Talking about yourself there, aren't you?
この魔女のゲームには勝利も敗北もないってことなの？
私が勝たせない。そして負かせない。絶対に。ベルンはそれに気づいてる。そしてそれを破るために最も強力な駒としてあんたを見つけ送り込んできた。このゲームを終わらせるために。
このゲームを終わらせる？
終われば困る役目ははっきり断言する。あんたは存在が矛盾してるのよ。自らの存在理由、自らを闇に葬り絶望するため。
My goal is to defeat Beato and release my captive family. And yet, even if I succeed, I won't be rewarded.
負けられない。そして勝っても報われない。だから私は第3の選択肢をあなたに持ってきたの。そしてその選択肢は私とあなたの利害を一致させるわ。
Continuing the tie for all eternity.
そう。永遠に引き分け続ける限りこの世界は崩壊しない。この世界は何？魔女とのゲームの世界。ベアトとバトラが永遠に戦い続ける世界。そして同時にあなたが永遠にバトラと一緒にいられる世界なのよ。
My head was spinning. That confusion became a hot liquid and felt it pouring out from my eyes. It was so hot, it felt like it would burn up my face.
エンジェビアトリーチェ、ゲームを終わらせ、あなたとバトラに交流できる世界を終わらせようとするのが目的のベルンカステルに味方する理由はどこにあんの？あの子はあんたを騙してたのよ。自分の駒になればあんたが救われるかのようにごまかしてね。でも私はそこをごまかさない。だから言うわ、エンジェル。私の駒になりなさい。私はベルンのように絶対にもらえない嘘のご褒美なんてちらつかせないわ。私の駒となりこのゲームが絶対に終わらないように私に協力する限り、私はあんたにこの世界が絶対に続くことを我が名において絶対に約束する。
れだけじゃないわ。ボーナスもつけてあげる。あなたに課せられているルール、それを取り払ってあげるわ。まあもちろん私の駒になると誓ってもらった後にだけどね。
In my own throat, there was a thick, loud gulping sound. I shouldn't have listened. If I hadn't have listened, I could have remained an innocent little sister praying for my brother's victory. But it might be different now. I might have been degraded into a witch's furniture. That can only be Oni-chan's side.
兄を裏切れと言ってるわけじゃないんだからね。バトラが負けそうになったら全力で助ければいい。逆にバトラがベアと追い詰めすぎたら少し加減を変えてあげてほしいと、その程度のお願いをしてるのよ。大丈夫、バトラを裏切るほどの必要はないわ。バトラ一人じゃベアトには勝てない。だからベルはあんたを送り込んだんでしょ。あんたが手を貸さない限りバトラは永遠にベアトには勝てない。とっても簡単でしょ。
That face is... God, that face startles me every time. Holy shit, you're terrifying! Sorry, Leviathan, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to end it there. Sorry, Leviathan. Holy shit! Way to drop a load right there, good lord! That soft music is not helping me feel better whatsoever, not after seeing that horrifying face. Nothing against people that like Lambda Delta, she just terrifies me. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here before I'm gonna have a mild stroke speaking. Okay. Well, started off relatively nice, and then as soon as Lambda Delta came in, shit hit the fan. Ugh. And then we learned that Burn Costal kinda lied. I can't trust a single witch. First it was Virgilia that broke my trust, then it was Beatrice, then it's just... God damn it. Lambda Delta seems to be enjoying this way too much, like she's the one pulling all the strings or something. Ugh, God. I'm just gonna end it here, so... thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm gonna... I am going to look up something that is mildly pleasant, and hopefully I don't ever have to look at that. I'm gonna see that face several times throughout the rest of this whole entire story and the later answers arcs. I know I'm gonna see that horrifying face. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in a later episode. I'm gonna go get some ice cream and try to relax now. Bye.